A bill extending security protections to immediate family members of U.S. Supreme Court justices has now cleared the Senate.
The legislation comes amid protests over a draft leak showing the court could overturn Roe v. Wade. Fox 5's Maureen Ume reports from Capitol Hill with the latest.
The bipartisan bill that was passed by the Senate is called the Supreme Court Police Parity Act, and what it would do is expand police protection from the Supreme Court police for immediate family members of Supreme Court justices. All of this, as you know, coming in light of last week's draft opinion by Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito, indicating that the court is prepared to overturn Roe v. Wade. It has spurred protests around the country, including at the homes of conservative Supreme Court justices. Just last night, the group Shut Down D.C. held a vigil outside the Alexandria home of Justice Alito, and then over the weekend, pro-abortion rights protesters gathered outside the home of Justice Brett Kavanaugh and also Chief Justice John Roberts in Chevy Chase. Now, while the protests have been largely peaceful, law enforcement officials have braced for potential security risks. Last week, an 8-foot-tall, non-scalable fence was installed around parts of the Supreme Court building, and crews also set up concrete Jersey barriers blocking the street in front of the court. And now, if the Supreme Court Police Parity Act becomes law, it would formally allow the Supreme Court of the United States Police to provide around-the-clock protection to family members in line with the security some executive and congressional officials get. We talked to people around the mall about this, and they said they think it's a good idea.
Absolutely. We actually had a friend who, over a year ago, he was a son of a lawyer, and he was killed. And I would say any family member should be protected in a time like this.
I think it seems like a good idea just because you don't really know what's happening, and there should be protections for people that are in a high public image.
It definitely is really important that everyone in high power has protection. That change needs to be made, and I'm so glad that they're making that change.
Senators John Cornyn, a Republican from Texas, and Chris Coons, a Democrat from Delaware, introduced this bill, and now goes to the House, where it too is expected to pass, and then on to President Biden's desk for signature. Maureen Ume, Fox 5 Local News.
Brings us to our Fox 5 Live Insta poll this morning. We're asking, is it going too far to protest outside the homes of Supreme Court justices? Overwhelmingly, you are saying yes, it is. You can weigh in on fox5dc.com or on our free Fox 5 app.
Here's a look at some of the other top stories.